we're going to save taxes in this one. Okay, who he says? Oh, okay, you're calculating. Did you receive the question that I sent? I
I
sent you
just,
something. Yeah.
yeah, I was reading it at, I just received my annual revenue stuff today,
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
and
Oh
I have
wow.
no idea how much I have earned because I didn't
Crack.
declare everything.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So you're making accounting today.
yeah, because of
Okay.
you.
The only way is just to save taxes is just understand how much, you know.
Was
Yeah.
supposed to be next month, but I'm going to do it now.
It's not necessary to do it now. You can do it later though. Okay. Okay, guys. So anyone has, this topic about how you manage your business, how you put LLCs, because there's a lot of options now. Uh, just an example. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Well, my question is, I have an LLC, but I have one that's local in the Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm.
But some other like digital artists from here have
Mm-hmm.
told me that they recommend me like to create a company with my passport on Miami and maybe
Right.
and also like have a bank account in Miami so that it's easier for clients to pay to
Yes.
that account, and then I do all the let's wire the money to the Dominican Republic stuff. Because honestly, for example, I had sometimes people like sometimes some clients see that like Bank of the Dominican Republic they prefer like to pay me like via PayPal or stuff like
Right.
that because it's more familiar to them.
Yeah.
But
You
obviously
say
PayPal,
you mean like U.S. clients, right?
yes, exactly,
Yes.
US clients.
Yeah.
So I am thinking like just to make it easier, even though it's technically the same thing,
You're right.
just to make it easier for them, and also there's a little bit of I don't know if mentally for people it seems safer if it's
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
if
It
I have
is.
like a US bank account.
Good question. So sorry. You want to say something?
No, I didn't know what was LLC, but I
Oh,
just
okay.
read
Okay.
that. I don't know.
Okay. This is an interesting topic because now we have a lot of tools, and let me talk about two subjects here. One is the cultural element from US clients, and the other one is the tools that we have online. Okay. We think about the tools that we have online right now. We have Wise. I don't know if you use Wise, but Wise is an online platform. It's worldwide. It's really, really good because you can set up bank accounts really easy, right? And you can basically. Hey, Dario, go ahead.
Oh yeah, sorry to jump in, but I just want to say I also use Wise because I'm incorporated in Bulgaria actually because of the corporate tax situation.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Bulgarian bank accounts, which for some Dutch clients, it's still like a different part of Europe. But Wise basically solved that because you can get an IBAN from Belgium or whatever else, even
Right.
with Mars, and yeah, it's a great system.
Okay. Wise is not able in India anymore. Okay, then we find there's a couple options, same as Wise. So it's just the structure about online banking. It's basically what they do is they create proxy accounts. And sounds weird, but it's not the real account, but it's an account that have an address in the country that you're targeting. And everything is targeting to the same account that you are using online. So you basically create like a virtual bank account that is linked to your existing bank account. It's not that complicated. Basically, what they do is like they create like an internal bank account, an internal account number, and they manage all of that basically. And there's all platforms like Wise that do the same. Okay, regarding the cultural elements, US clients are really particularly like concerned about using their own bank system. This is weird to understand, but a lot of businesses in the US still use checks. It's like online transfer are a new thing for businesses in the US. Weird as that sound. You say, okay, this is a country, you know, has a lot of technology and all of that. But a lot of companies, they have really hard paying system internally. So if you want to be a vendor, or if you want to be someone that they will trust their transfer, the perception that you have a US bank account is that you are more professional. Why? Because it's easier to get it. It's super easy to get a US bank account. It's not hard, but requires a little investment. So basically, when you create a US bank account, you are investing in your business, and that way people will think, oh, the perception is that your business is more serious. Makes sense, right? So if you want to create an LLC in the US, anyone can do it. Anyone from the outside world can do it. Doesn't matter where you live, doesn't matter where you are. You can create an LLC anywhere in the world. And the best place to create an LLC is actually Delaware. In Delaware, you have the less taxes for these online services. And because you don't live there, you don't need to pay for those expenses inside that state. Okay? So it's like the best place. I understand that you want to create LLC in Miami, and that's okay. But my recommendation is to go and do a little research, but do it in Delaware is the best option.
I mean, it's not like I wanted to create it in Miami. I was just saying like what people told me about.
Oh, okay, got it.
I'll look into it, and yeah.
Yeah, also. So it's just the information that you receive, basically. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So yeah, Delaware is the best place. Delaware is the best place, and you can use. I use a service that's called Send Businesses. Let me put it on the chat, and you can take a look. But this one, is basically you pay almost like $200 per year or something like that, or $300 per year. I don't know the money right now, but you pay yearly, and they manage everything. So it's pretty simple. Okay, so you can basically set up this in 30 minutes, 40 minutes. You can have a US company in 4 days. It's like it's super simple. But the thing is, of course, that it's like a little more to set up the Wise bank account and all of that. But in 1 week, probably you're good, and you can start invoicing them from a US company, and that you will look so much. You will look serious. Put it this way: you will look like you're a real business to them. Even that you have a real business, but in terms of cultural, like a cultural perception. And then the figure that you need to put when you go and transfer money to your own country, it's depending on each country. There is a lot of different policies regarding each country that has. I don't know, Dominican Republic, what is the thing, but probably you need to declare that money independently, and you need to use like a certain serial number for international requirements or something like that. I don't know how it works there, but probably here in Chile it works that way. It's like you create like an invoice that uses the same number. That's everything is for international hires. As someone hire you internationally, and that way you pay taxes. I try to avoid pay taxes though. I try to. Yeah. So it depends. Of course, depends of your goals, right? If your goals you want to be in the system and you want to know house or things like that, it's really good to have a really high income, because it will show the system that you're a reliable person to loan money, right? But if that's not in your goal, you can just pay the minimum amount that you want, that you can, and put the other one under the mattress. No, don't do that. Yeah. So I don't know. Have any questions? Okay, Constantine, go ahead.
When you mentioned, in terms of setting up a bank, you make it seem like, you're from the US.
Mhm.
That's assuming that you're getting paid directly bank transfer. Can you use, like, personally, I use Stripe as a payment processor where you don't really have to
Right. Yeah.
show where you're from. So
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it, but like not every US client works with Stripe.
okay,
That's the thing. So you can do it. Stripe is really good. Also, it's really expensive in terms of if you're doing like, I don't know, a $20,000 project, they will take you like 4,000, something like that. So something like that, you know?
yeah.
So you can, if with using a bank account, it will be $200 max, or I don't know, like 300. So you can, just having a US bank account, if you close like a 20K project, you have 3,500 profit there, and you can buy like a RTX 5090 and save money, and that's it, and go on and go on and go on. Basically, that's what business does. Like if you invest more in your business, you will be more profitable. Yeah,
Because
that's it.
currently the inner circle is on my business card, so it is kind of classed as a workshop expense. That's the main reason
Right.
why I separated my personal, because I started last year was in June 2024 is when I made it official, started the company, and then I was like, let me set aside my little freelancing thing to my actual company. I want to
That's
do.
good. And actually, do you know that you can use ChatGPT to understand the policies in your country? I just did that surprisingly. Like I want to help Sarah, and I just say, ChatGPT, hey, give me, how can I save taxes on France? And it started giving me a lot of insights, like hiring your family, something like that. Like you can hire someone close to you, and that's illegal stuff, and then you can put the money back. You can put like even like an accountant, like a financial help. You can declare that as an expense for a business. So you can, a lot of things depending on each country, but you can declare as an expense for a lot of things. Even that buying, the graphic card, buying, I don't know, anything, internet. You can even put like internet as a business expense. This is turn better call with Pedro. I will say I'm not an expert on this field. I'm just saying it's like if you if you work with US clients, they care a lot about you using a US bank account. That's it. I don't know more than that. What about PayPal? Yeah, and PayPal works really, really good. It's just PayPal has a lot of high fees too. I remember when I start like having good projects and everything, I start invoicing with PayPal, and probably was like in that moment like 7% or something like that. So in 1 year I give PayPal like almost like, I don't know, like 60K or something like that, and they asked me for to be like in a year convention or something like that for PayPal, basically to say, hey, yes, keep using it, give us money. Yeah, I mean, there's other options. So yeah. Hey there, hope you are enjoying the video. Just a few seconds. If you're stuck below 1K gigs and you want to start closing 5K projects on a monthly basis, this is for you. In the description below, you can apply for our free school community. Inside, you will get a private 3D community, a mindset module, a modeling and animation course, a cinematic 3D lighting course for free, a high ticket sales course free for now, and the Vault with our best training. 1 year full of meetings ready for you. Can check it out. Okay, see you there. But if you really want to get US clients or want to scale your business, it's a good idea to consider these other options and to start LLC and to do it in that way, because it will, at the end, it will be more beneficial. I mean, yeah, PayPal and Stripe works really well, but yeah, sometimes it's hard. Payoneer is better. Yeah, Payoneer is good in India. Payoneer, I know. Yep, and this is cheaper than PayPal's. Yeah,
Also,
but not.
another thing. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I think another thing with PayPal is, depending on the country you live in, like taking the money out from PayPal to your local bank or currency also has high fees.
Right. Yes, it
So
is.
that also makes it less ideal, in my opinion.
Yeah. At the end, I was having like 20% just with PayPal with all the conversions, like from PayPal and then to my your local bank account. All those things give me some percentage of. But Anna, if you want to go to US clients or international clients, I think Wise is a better option. Just take a look if in your country accept Wise.
They
Uh,
block.
they don't?
They block me my account. I don't know why. I mean, I know why.
Oh, they block your account. Oh, okay. Yeah, you can set up, send an email to them. It's happened to me the same once in Wise. They block my account, and I sent the emails to the support. They take ages to answer me. They were super slow, the customer service, but they answer and they reply. But if that doesn't work, my advice, just go and create an LLC, start that process, and until then, work with PayPal is fine, or Payoneer, all the stuff. But
Yeah, can you please type in the chat the name of it, because I don't understand.
which one,
What-
Payoneer,
No, before you said.
the Stripe,
No,
PayPal,
before. No.
the
And also
Wise.
Wise.
No,
No,
This one?
not Wise. And all serious stuff like this you said.
So like I say PayPal, LLC, that one.
Yeah, this one.
Oh,
Yeah, this
okay, LLC, yeah. Cool,
I
yeah.
have never heard about it.
Yeah. So put here, I just paste again the page, the website. Maybe they send business. I'm promoting them for free. That's a shame. Okay. No, this is a really good company. This is really good company. Basically, what LLC is doing is like, it's saying, I'm a human being that wants to create a company, and you will create almost like a different entity. So your company has a unique name, address, and all that. It's almost like a person. That's LLC. It's like to create a business almost like a person, and that person get paid, and then that person paid to you. It makes sense. But you are the owner of it, right? But you're separated yourself from the company. So that's why in the US you can go bankruptcy without affecting your personal life. Make sense? So your business can be bankruptcy and you will not be affected personally. I mean, you will in certain areas, but not in they cannot go to your personal bank account to get the money from it, basically. What is that? Yep. Better call with Pedro. My God, man, you killed it there, man. Oh my God. Oh, it's a legal person in the bank. Doesn't take your TV. Yeah, exactly, Spur. Doesn't take your TV. You can have a big TV if the bank wants to get your TV, man. It's like 100 pixels wide. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So, any other question? I mean, do you have that sorted out? So I don't know, Dario. Like, you have been doing a lot of things through the years. Like, how that working for you?
Yeah, basically what you described. So I started as a sole proprietor, like
Mhm.
basically freelancer, and then I switched to LLC, limited liability company, I think it is.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's different everywhere. I mean, Europe, and
Right.
this was had the benefits that I'm not liable personally, and it had some corporate tax benefits for me as well.
Right.
But yeah, the only downside was like I incorporated in a different country that wasn't where my clients were from. But I noticed that, it's all about, how you present yourself. And then if you combine that with a European or Northern European Wise bank account, there were no issues at all. But Wise also blocked me at some point. You get money in and then where this is coming from, you had to show the invoices. So it was kind of an ordeal. But once you are through their checkup, I love it. Like, it's really, really handy.
Yeah, it's possible to recover that, and in 2-3 days, your money's in your account, so it's pretty fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, better call with Pedro. Severo, go ahead.
My question is, like in finances, do you Like, how do you track them? Do you pay like an accountant?
It all depends on you.
you,
It all depends on your activity, right? It all depends of how active is your account. You can do it by yourself, but the best option is to someone that manage that for you, because at the end, I believe in the economy that do leave the people that really know what they're doing handle that. Even that to cutting my grass. It's like I prefer someone that really know how to cut a grass doing it instead of me being hours like a crazy guy trying to doing it. Yeah, it's like, I mean, and it's always like depends on the country, but probably will not be more expensive, like $50 or $100 per month, or every 3 months. I don't know. Can be cheap. So that's what I'm saying. So it's not that expensive. And they always, but to a starting point, it's really good for you. You can do it, or until you have a lot of more traction, because it doesn't. Sometimes it's really good for you. Can have the knowledge of that too, and manage those things and keep organized and don't spend money in dumb stuff and all that stuff. So you started you just spending money in dumb stuff. It's like, please don't. That's the best accounting advice that you can have. Just spend money in things that will work for your business. Yeah, that's it. I think I got that. I need more questions. If you have any doubts or anything you want to
Wondering
Mhm.
about contracts. If you're working with not like a big company send you a contract, or agency,
Mhm.
they're out, they usually send you a contract, so you
Mhm.
don't need to take care about contract. But if you're working with some random person who is literally just find you on LinkedIn or somewhere,
Mhm.
how do you deal with a contract with them? Because
Good.
I don't have any example of a contract in
Yeah.
English. I have some in my language, but I actually don't even use that, because most of the time I work like just, I like you as a person, you seems nice, so let's just be nice to each other, something like this.
I need to say, like, people seem nice until they don't. So
Fair.
trust,
Fair enough.
yeah. Trust just because someone is nice is not. I mean, it can be good, but you will find some problems in some moments. So let me. I think I have a conversation with A, and I sent to him a contract. So let me send you a link for 2 documents right now. Okay, cool. Here you are. Okay, I'm sending to you like a scope of work. Basically, what is the scope of work? It does is like, it's telling your clients like, this is the project, this is what I will do, and these things I will not do. That's the most important part of this scope of work. I will not do this stuff, right? Why? Because sometimes they want to no Balenciaga. They want to we start a project and start adding things. Or for example, you are doing some, I don't know, some piece, and they want marketing pieces, or they want ads, or want things like that. So this is scope of work. It's an InDesign. I'm sending to you also the PDF if you don't work with InDesign. And then what you can do here is like, you can just copy the structure. You can design it by your own brand, and you follow this structure. Then it has a signature at the end. So basically, you can ask the client to sign this before you start a project. And it's pretty simple. It's like a 2 pages document. I can just see it and sign it up and send it to you. And that way you will protect it.
And it actually works like worldwide.
Yeah. I mean, it's worldwide. The only thing that you need to do is like, after you send the scope of work, if you want to start an actual contract, I can also send you an actual contract. Just give me 1 second. But basically, the only part that you need to change, it's the state or country which this contract is being made for, right? And usually that works on your client's place, not yours, right? So let me
So
meanwhile
actually,
found it.
I could open the first link or the second link, but the first link doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
Okay. No, I don't know why. Let me see.
But the second one is work. Yeah.
It's an InDesign document. So probably that's what yeah, it says cannot load this file tab, but you can download it in this InDesign document, you know, the Adobe InDesign. So that way you can have it from there. Oh yeah, you have it. Dario, go ahead.
And you had to use it before, right?
What do you mean?
Like this contract, this type of contract.
I have been
That
using
you-
this. Yeah, this is actually a real thing that I sent to a client. I give you all my client's info. You can contact her and just steal my
Thank
client.
you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you can try doing it. That's it. Yeah, I challenge you, steal my client. I trust you with my life, every one of you. You can have my bank account.
As you said, people don't, so
Yeah, it happened to me a lot. Like, actually, the clients that looks nicer are the less nice. The first problem that you have, they show their the cloth, like right away. And that's why in the scope of work, it's super important to have a part when you say, I will not do this. Because you say, okay, they will ask you, do this, and then they will say, but in the scope of work, if this is outside of scope of work. So I can do it, but I need to charge an extra, or I need to do something else. Hey, Dario, go ahead.
Yeah, about protecting yourself with new clients. How are your payment terms in this sense? Like 50% front, 20%?
Yes.
Like, how do you deal with that?
That's a good question. I think it all depends on the amount. If the amount is too big, sometimes 50% is not ideal because let's say you are closing a project for 30K, right? If you go a new relationship and you go 15K, for some clients can be too much because they putting too much on risk because basically, I will always need to accept money before I start. That's a policy. Because I need a commitment. If like any amount, doesn't matter the amount. I'm not looking for the money. I'm looking for the commitment, right? So if a client doesn't want to pay up front, not before we met. Actually, the regular path for me is like we have this call, the first meeting, we talk about money. In the first meeting, we talk about money. We see if we're a good fit. I send the scope of work, they sign out. We set a discovery session. Always important to have a discovery session in the beginning to understand their goals. And actually, I have a meeting like Friday, and the clients were so creative that they do the job for me, basically. That was funny. It's like they really imagined the scenes for me. It's like, thank you. I have only Loom. So after the discovery session, I follow up with the payment, right? And if they cannot make the payment, that for me is a red flag. Even, for example, if sometimes the clients do not pay like quick, but they can give you the ID for the transfer. Let's say you are a vendor of them and you send the invoice and then they process the payment and they say, yeah, the payment will be, I don't know, our policies, the payment will be 21 days or 30 days. You say, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry. I understand everyone has different, payment terms. So you can send me, please, the ID for the transfer. For me, can take a look when that transfer go to my bank account, or you can just make up something. But what I'm saying is like they need to give you a receipt that the transfer is ongoing. And if they refuse to do that, that's basically not a good sign that trust.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No, I agree. Also, to get through procurement sometimes can be a hassle. So I think, as you say, depending on the scope, because asking 50K up front might be too much, but a little bit of goodwill.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. And if you have the discovery session, that will give them the impression that you are also putting a commitment on your side. Right? Like you're spending the time and your creativity in the beginning. And also, you can find out a little earlier if the client is not good. And that's why it's super important to talk about money in the first meeting, because you will know if that client is just a little sketchy, or if they just have this cheap mindset and all that stuff, and you can run away and put some emojis and run away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's, for example, for a small amount. Let's say a client, you're starting a thing and you're doing logo animation, or you're doing a piece of social media or modeling, or also like a smaller project. 50% is really good. They will be really happy to pay it, and that will be not a problem. And actually, the clients that really have a good mindset, they love for you can be paid. That sounds weird, but it is. Like, they love paying you because they understand that if they pay you, they can push you, basically, right? They understand this transaction. So a good client will do that. Oh, Sarah, go ahead.
I think Severo was.
Oh, Severo, sorry. Didn't catch that. Sorry, man.
Cool. I wanted to ask one thing and say, like, something that I saw yesterday. I don't know if you guys follow like a YouTube channel that's called Corridor Crew, but they're very cool.
Send it over.
Cool. But yeah, I saw a video that they said that there was this Hollywood studio, VFX, that they did the effects for Life of Pi. Like, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Like this big movie, they won like Oscar, VFX. I don't know,
Right.
like a lot of nominations and wins. And in their speech, you receiving the award, they were saying like, yeah, basically we went bankrupt in doing this. Our company is going to go bankrupt, and the Oscars literally cut them off. Like, they cut the mic, and these people, like, because of the grip that the Hollywood studios have on VFX shops, they basically, like, went bankrupt because they don't have like any
They
leverage.
didn't get paid.
Exactly.
Mm.
So, and there's also, yeah, exactly, that documentary, Life After Pi. So I'm thinking a lot about that, in the sense that I think we all want to do like great work, but sometimes, the clients, and they just want to do obviously what they want,
Right.
So sometimes that is something that I struggle a lot in my freelance career. Like, I'm saying like, yeah, but I'm not getting paid. I didn't price this as I should, or the client is not like meeting the demands I made at the beginning, or he's asking me more stuff now, but at least this is going to look like really cool on my portfolio,
Oh my God, no! I can do a personal project. It will look so much better.
Exactly. That's true also. But that's like something like a mind virus that I'm still struggling with. But yeah, that story like helped me a lot. Like, see that from another perspective, or from a bigger perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see the Dropbox files, the InDesign files you share right now, but do you have like different stages where there has to be like payments in those stages? And also,
What do
like,
you mean?
how, I mean, for example, there's a project, and you have like the creative stage, then the production stage, then for example, the format adaptation stage. Like, do we have
So how usually, what usually are the milestones for payments?
Exactly.
Okay, so it works different in every scenario.
And sorry, just to complete the questions, what are the milestones? And also, like, how do you kind of enforce them? Like, do you ask them to sign each step, to say, yeah, this step is done? Because sometimes, for example, you can complete a stage and they say, yeah, but I think we want to go back to that stage. But obviously, in the pipeline, that ruins stuff.
Got it. So when you send the contract and you send the scope of work, you send all the milestones right away. So they sign up for each milestone. And basically, when you do the scope of work, you also do a timeline for the project. So in the scope of work, you have, I will do this in this period of time, and this is the payment terms. That's it. That's the document. So I will do this. I will not do this. I will take this long to take each step, and I will be paid on step 1, step 2, step 3, whatever. Usually for me is 30% at the beginning, and then 30% after the first animation cut. And then after delivery, it is the other 30, the remaining of the project. That's for me. But the thing is, like, it's worked differently in every industry, and it can be vary, right? But the only thing that you need to worry is like to put those steps inside the scope of work, and they need to sign up. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. But what I'm worried is like the situation in which we completed a milestone and we're in the process of doing it.
And they don't pay?
Milestones. Not necessarily that they don't pay, but that they have second thoughts. Maybe some lead, some senior executive didn't put their stamp on that, but my contact said that, yeah, this is done. But then when another people comes along, they say, yeah, but this can be that, we have to change it.
I understand. When you have the contract, in the contract, and then I will send you right now, just give me 1 second. The legal kit. So this contract is really good. I will send it to you. This is come from the business bootcamp from Chris Doe. So these are really cool. So let me send you the contracts here, and you can check it, put it on ChatGPT and take a look and all that. But this basically, I have the client's agreement, the employee agreements, and different agreements. Like you also need contracts for the people that you're hiring too. Makes sense, right? So there's 2 types of contracts here, and you can take a look. It's the Schedule A, Schedule B. So actually, I was sending also some. Okay, yeah, employee agreement, client agreement. Yes, it's clean now because I had some of my own clients here. So miscellaneous agreements, yeah, that's it. So doing a contract, you say if a cancellation happen on any stage, so if they cancel the project, they still need to pay the remaining or what you agree, what is the agreement on that contract. Because that's the question, right? If they in the stage, like say they don't want to go on anymore because they don't like it, what they saw, and they need to cancel the project, right?
I mean, I don't know if I'm communicating like poorly, but that's not the question. But that also is another situation that I'm interested in. Like it's more in the sense that not that they want to cancel the project, but that they want to go back into a stage that was already
I
considered
understand now. Yes. Got it. The different part if that thing is not approved. I always say that. I always communicate that also in the first meeting. The way that we work is, for example, we go to the script and we approve the script and we move on to the next step. We never move on if the script is not approved.
Yeah, that sounds good on paper, but what if they say, yeah, we love the script, you can carry on with the design exploration?
I understand. Yeah, you cover an extra fee. You cover an extra.
And I include that extra fee in the contract, right?
Yes, exactly. With every step that is, if you go back to the step that is approved, this 20%, you do that, they will be more creative. they will send you every feedback more organized, and they will go work hard to approve every step of the process. If you don't do that, basically doing that, you're making them a favor because they will work harder. But you can see in the contract is basically when, and you can also put it in your own words, right? But if each step is approved, we will move to the next one. If that doesn't happen, if we want to move back to a previous stage, a 20% extra will be charged. And you can say that also in the Discord session. Go ahead, Anna.
Should we ask them to actually type it in the chat that they approve it? Because sometimes during the call you don't actually record the call, and
yeah, that's why you need to put it in the contract and they need to sign it.
Yeah, I mean exactly when on the
Right.
call we said like kind of we agree with that. Should I like ask them to type it into the chat to have this?
It's not necessary, because when you talk about that, it's because you already sent it on a scope of work. So you already put it on the scope of work and in the contract, right? So you just say that, like you mentioning what it's in your documents. You need to put everything in your documents, everything, and you do it just once, and then after that you change your client's name. That's it, or the address. But basically, you're explaining your process, your way of work, but that's also expressed in your contracts in the scope of work. So they signed up, and you're just basically telling them what is in those documents in the call, right? So they don't need to do anything else. So Sarah is first, Sarah. So it's okay.
Yeah, but it's for several, and Anna, you have to make the mistake once, and then you'll see what was missing in the first place. So don't be afraid of making a mistake. Just go, and if you forget, and if you are not be paid, it's next time it's gonna be better. And what I also want to add is I live a risky life because I don't work with contract and with early payment. They only pay if they are super happy with the work. So it's not a thing to do, but for me it works because I'm lucky.
Wow. So I mean, you're basically, if they happy with the work, they pay you. No, they don't.
I don't tell them that.
Okay.
But when they ask, do we need to pay you a part of the work or something, I said no. And after that, they feel really relaxed because they don't know me. They don't know how the work is going to look. So when I say you pay when you're at, not when you're happy, when it's done and when it's okay for you, there. It's like,
So how you manage that? You don't ask for initial payments then?
no.
Okay, got it.
But
I mean,
I don't advise to do that.
no,
I'm
that's
just
the
super
thing. I mean,
lucky.
and I don't think it's not luck. I think you choose the right type of clients,
Yeah,
because you
there
don't
is
say yes
people.
on every you don't say yes on every opportunity,
No.
right? So you have this okay, this guy will be good. This brand is serious, or they are good business,
Yeah.
right? So basically, that's what I'm saying. It's like real good clients, they love to pay you because they will understand that this is an investment for them. Really bad client, they will suffer paying you. Yeah.
And
I
also,
think-
oh,
Sorry.
sorry. My clients, it's us, they just ask, when the job is done, they are like, can we pay you now? And I say, yes, you can. Like,
That's
I
so
reverse
nice.
the thing they ask for.
You're
Giving me
clever. I
money.
think it's clever. I think it's clever. It's positioning you in a more premium brand. I think it's clever. It's risky, but it's clever. Yes.
It's risky.
Yeah. But you know, this is an adventure life. So yeah, why not? Go ahead, Anna.
I think it's kind of incorrect to jump straight away to like perfect clients. You have to pass some bad clients in
Yeah.
your life. So I mean, I had a little bit of experience with not the best clients. I can't say that it was a worth experience in my life, but it's not going to happen to have the perfect client all the time.
You cannot tell. Maybe it is. It's like
We're not delusional here.
I mean, for me, my highest paying client ever was my first one, and we still keep working after 12 years. So who knows? It's like you don't need to be close or open to it. It's like doesn't matter at the end. Just day by day. Yeah. Go ahead, Severo.
Yeah, I think for closing with the series of questions that I had, is like, do you have a formal, like official, like after the contract signed and the process, they did the initial payment and the process has started, for each milestone, do you have like an official, let's say, medium of communication where the client stage is approved?
I mean, I don't know how about you, but I prefer to communicate by chat with clients, not email. There's a lot of communicate by email, and you just need to send emails every time that you send an update or things like that. For me, it's better to have a chat. But basically, you know, that flows naturally with project, basically, you know, and probably you experience the same thing. It's like each project will be different. Each client will be different. The process on which things are back and forth and are approved and all of that, it will depend a lot of each project. So it's come naturally. The only thing that you need to worry is to create a system that develop trust to your clients, meaning like being really responsible, deliver on date, don't miss a deadline, be really communicative, like be aware to express updates, or to have them a way to look the updates frequently using like Miro or things like that works really well when clients feel that they're part of the process. Because if they feel they're part of the process, those moments will come naturally. You will say, hey, I will send you the invoice for the middle, and they will say, yeah, sure, send it over. That's fine. They will be happy, basically, because you're creating the trust that the projects require. And you can be wild as Sarah and just complete the project, and they will pay you at the end. Yeah, but you know, I mean, also to do that, you need to have a system in place, right? Because you cannot, if the project will take you 2 months and you don't receive any payment and you don't have the savings to do that system, it will be super hard for you.
I have savings. I have built a system. I
Right.
will go like wide and let's see if I'm gonna eat next month.
That's what I'm saying. So it's always a really, really, really good idea of having that mindset that Sarah is doing right now, because basically that will also create you a more relaxed perspective on your meetings, because you don't need this project. So if your goal as a business person is to start working on projects and save money to at least have 3-4 months of expenses, that will give you so much peace of mind. I know this is hard, guys. I'm not saying that this is easy to do, but I'm saying that this is your goals. If we put it about goals, right? The goal is to have like a 2, 3, 4 months savings. So that way, when you have a new project or a new lead, you don't need to desperately close this person, because that will notice in your capability of negotiation or in your, in your need. And that will help. That will help a lot. So you can do 2 things here. Reduce your expenses. Don't buy dumb stuff. That's one, really important. The other one, reduce your expenses as much as you can, and then save the most money as you can. And then that way will be more relaxed situation when you handle projects. And I'm learning that too. Don't think that I have that done in my life. I'm really bad managing money. I say that in other occasions, but I had to learn that in the hard way. Let's say. Yeah. Yeah. I have lost a lot of money. Okay, Constantine, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask in terms of how you showcase these milestones. Like, let's say you're towards the end of the project's near towards the end where you actually show them the final animation or the final render. Would you kind of do like a low resolution, add a watermark on top, just like you have a contract in place, just in case you have something for the content to,
yeah.
They don't just take it and use it as is.
And this is a really good question. It all depends on the relationship. For me, sending something that is not final is not an option, because I'm on that moment that is we are ending the project. I'm trusting them with all my heart, so I don't care, because I already have saved. Let's say I have 60% done of the payments, and because I try to be a premium brand. I will not send a watermark and things like that, because that will create frictions. It's almost like I don't trust you. I give you this, but I don't trust you. And basically, to make business, it's all about trust, and you need to show that trust too. And that sometimes can be risky. Not like Wild West as Sarah, but yeah, risky in terms of you can send the final with a watermark. And because I mean, if you think about it, like if you're sending a watermark, that what that will tell them what is the communication that you're sending, right?
That you don't really trust them, but then
Yeah.
it's the same with the contract. Why would you send the contract if you trust
No,
them?
the contract's not that. The contract is more like business people will understand the contract is healthy because it will protect them too.
Mhm.
This contract is not just protecting you, it's protecting them too. Right? It's almost like an agreement, a clear path to follow, right? A watermark is protecting just you, not them.
But if you say that in the contract, then it's so it's not a surprise to them. So it's like, oh,
Yeah,
why you
of
want
course.
to?
If
in
you
the
say
contract
that that's your process, yes.
Yeah.
If you communicate that in the beginning, if you say, hey, my process is this, this, and this, yes. But my advice, if you want to develop goodwill, because at the end you want to develop that, you want to create goodwill with your clients, don't do that. I know it's hard because sometimes, Leo, you have bad people as clients, and you can notice. I mean, if you see that this client started in a way and now it's a little tricky and now it's a little weird, yeah, send a watermark. But in most cases, try not to. Go ahead,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, I know that we're past the hour, but I just wanted to ask a quick question about do you use like forms for clients before projects, just to have like technical information or like something
Yeah.
pre-meeting?
That's a good thing to have. Unfortunately for me, I don't. What I do is like in the discovery session, I just use AI to put everything done. But I think it's a good idea. I think it's really good idea to have some forms. And why are you laughing, Sarah? No, okay. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, I think it's a good idea to have some forms because you have some way to put all the info. I usually do the discovery session, and I just put notes with AI and I put everything there. Yeah, that's I do. But I think using a form will be really good. I know it's good for a meeting, like before you book a meeting, it's a good idea to use a form. Motivation, are you doing this before? What is your price budget? Do you think that this is important? And you just set up the frame, you put the frame for the meeting, for the first meeting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Because what is the range that you want to spend? And if you say $100, you say, okay, bye-bye, right? It's like, yeah, I mean, why
Just
waste
send
your
them
time?
like a link, fiverr.com.
Right, exactly. And I always says like when a client, it happened not so frequently, but when a client think that it's too expensive and they wanted to do it with a cheaper option, I said, okay, can you please send that contact to me because I want to hire him. And they get crazy about it. It's like, they don't say nothing, but I think, I don't know. Probably that is not a good thing for them. But it doesn't happen to me often. It's a lot of years for me now that meetings are really smooth because I try to look for the right candidates before we met. And that's, I'm not saying that this happened in the beginning, but when you start also getting referrals and all those type of things, probably this, almost like you think about soccer, right? In soccer, you have like little leagues, and then you have semi-professional, and then you have professional. And then basically in the world business, a lot of people that are achieve certain level, they are similar, and they know people that are in the similar league. You want to put it that way. So when they recommend someone to you, there will be a similar mindset. Make sense? Okay, because sometimes I rumble a little bit. And you need to say, hey, man, you're focused. Hey, Anthony, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I have a meeting today with a referral, and they have this is the company. If you can take a look and give me some thought, because I know you're a golf expert and I don't. So if you can give me some thoughts about it, that would be wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool. And to add to I don't know what's your experience.
No, it's
with it.
great. I have been writing some of the stuff down, and then I need to look into, like I told you last week, I'm looking
Yeah.
into the Lucia stuff, but I'm gonna look into the one you mentioned of Delaware stuff
Yeah.
because I was thinking opening it here in Florida, but then I'll look into that one.
Yeah, you do the research? You did that?
No, I'm gonna do that research this week of
Right. Yeah, for
Yeah.
info products, basically we sell info product, right? What we sell is like a digital asset that they promote. So for digital assets, Delaware is really good. Yep. So that's the app. I don't know. It's the world's #1 demand technology. Notify is the easiest way to make sure your T-sheets. What is a T-sheet? Like, so lost, man. It's like basically what you put your info there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going through the video. I think that, well, the T-sheet, wait, let me see what they refer.
The video is so bad.
Like where you write the score, you know?
Okay, like you have the score in real time, basically.
Yeah, let me how it works.
Yeah. I will just say, hey, doesn't matter. Have Anthony in like I would just say, hey, I know this guy. Just here you go. That's it. Notify. That is like a rich guy problem to have. Oh, I cannot put my golf score on right. It's really cool. Like, hey, no, I need this in real time. Come on. And it's a good problem to have though. It's a good problem to have. Okay. Okay, guys. So any questions? Anything that so clear? I know this is not a typical meeting that we have, but hopefully this will good. Hopefully we have some value on this. I don't know.
What's the usual type of typical meeting?
This is the thing. We don't have any typical thing. It's almost like go with the flow, but basically business can be how you do this, or business can be how you outreach businesses behind it. What is the business mindset is a lot of good stuff that we have been doing. For example, there is a lot of things that only exist in your mind and is not real, like limiting beliefs or what is your number, right? Sometimes it's hard for us to talk about money. Sometimes it's hard, and it's all about what we think about it. So yeah, usually for example, the last business meeting was about instinct, to develop and try to create this instinct of understand what will be a good client for you and what will not be a good fit. And how you can develop that instinct, because it's just we think about life just as data. We're going to miss a big thing, because instinct is really healthy when you need to make fast decisions. And sometimes, you are in the meeting, and I'm just one example. Sometimes you're in a meeting, and you have a number in your head for this type of service. If you can solve that problem with that person that is in front of you, and you start asking questions, and you start realizing, this number is a little low. And the way you can notice that is if you're connected with that thing, the instinct that you have, right? Because it's almost like a gut feeling. And you talk with high-level business persons, that's something that they really develop. Gut feeling is something really useful when you do business. If, for example, you're in that meeting and you say you think about 10K, and then you start, maybe it's 15K. And then you say 15K, and they just accept it because you had that gut feeling, or you get it wrong. I mean, the best way to do that thing, to know that the gut feeling, is doing mistakes, basically. Yeah, I think that's why being old is useful.
Well,
Yeah, you don't have that problem, but you can just make mistakes and learn from it. But yeah, that's, I don't know if that answers your question, but basically every meeting is different. We don't have like it depends of the needs. It depends also of what we are needing in the moment.
Can I offer something then?
Of course.
It actually would be nice to talk about how to talk with a client by easiest way, because usually when you're into the sphere field, which is usually, it doesn't make any sense for your client. Even when I say I'm a 3D motion designer, sometimes people like just don't understand what I'm talking about.
What is that? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, they're like, are you architecture? And I'm like, no, 3D motion design.
Yeah, what is 3D? Like, yeah, right.
Sometimes I have to like show 3D, and it's difficult to talk with the clients to explain some problem or how to solve some problem by easy language, like 5 years old kid or something like that. And I have a big problem with it because I know how to explain to my, I don't know, coworker, for example, but I don't know how to explain it to like normal person. Do
you mean like in text, or do you mean like in the meeting, like in a call?
And it's whatever. I mean, of course, in the call it's more difficult because when you're texting, usually you ask ChatGPT to correct your sentences, right?
So, for example, tomorrow we have sales roles play. But basically, what we that call is more direct in terms of we are rehearsal, like we faking a conversation with the client, right? So we have two persons, like what is the client, what is the service provider, and we practice the way we talk to them. So in real time. So that's pretty useful if you want to like manage your language, because we can then fix, hey, this is being too technical, or why you're doing this, or this is the mindset of this is the. We can also have, you know, a follow. So yeah, so that would be super useful. In terms of text, my advice is just go to the 3 playbook with all the lessons and check them out. But basically, you know, if you want to summarize that, you need to be in your client's mindset, in your client's shoes, and try to understand how they perceive the world. If you make that exercise, first of all, you need to know exactly who is your client. First of all, if you don't know who is your client, it will be so hard to know how they think, right? Because you don't know who they are. But if you know already who they are, and you start thinking as a business person, and this is not, you will not fix this in one day, right? But if you start thinking as a business person, it will be easier for you to understand them and also talk about with their language, right? So it's all about that. It's all about being more familiar with this concept. But in the 3 playbook, you have a great first starting point and understanding of how to start that. Yeah,
makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. So, for example, words like awareness, positioning, cost savings, investment, expenses, you know, those are business concepts. Minimal viable product, things like that, you know, the boring stuff, all boring stuff. To learn the boring stuff, start to them. Yeah. So any other question? Any other thing that you want to add, or someone else? No? I love your logo, Dario. It's pretty cool.
Thanks, man. It was designed by a friend of mine.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay. Solving rich problems. Yeah. Okay, Anthony, can you give me some advice?
Yeah, so I was actually going through the test and that video demo they have, and it seems that it's not a score like the number of shots you do, but it's mainly like a system that works with different golf clubs, you know. So it's mainly to book like tee times. So that means like, let's say it shows you like let's say this month and like a whole schedule, a calendar, and then they have like, I think they partner with various golf courses, you know, so and you can book. It's like simplifying the way that you schedule like
Okay.
play, you know. So
Got it.
instead of having to call each golf course and asking like what times you have available, when I can go, how much is it? It's like simplify that you can just do it in an app or through
Got it.
online. So
Got it.
it,
Got it.
it seems that it makes it better in the sense that it's more automated, that you don't have to go to a person and wait on the phone.
Right.
And so it's just easier and quicker. And maybe, I don't know how it works, if they have deals depending if you book with the app or not, but
Right. Right.
it's mainly for booking.
And regarding your experience, is that a big problem that golfers have?
Yeah, well, it's not a big problem, but it's like I was saying, it saves you a bit of time because you can just do it yourself instead of normally you call, you know, so you'll have to find like different courses, like on the map, try to phone, see if
Right.
they
Right.
pick up, and it takes you some time to see what time is available, how much it costs. But I feel this way will be easier because you
Right.
can just do it on your phone and you save the time of like having to search for different golf courses, because I feel it'll show you probably like near you and all that stuff, you know.
Got it. Damn. Thanks for the info, man. Yeah, I appreciate, because you know you're an expert on the field, and yeah, I appreciate having you here. Thank you.
I feel the main goal is probably to save you time for
Right.
you booking, and also it organize the booking. So that's pretty cool too, because it'll tell you like you have booked for next month like three tee times, you know, so you are playing like this time. So it keeps your notification as well, which it can be
Right.
helpful instead of you having to memorize it or put in somewhere.
That's
know?
cool. It was like a Uber for golf, something like that.
Yeah, it's like an app where you can keep your schedule and book
Right.
different golf courses and
Cool.
yeah.
So when we move to dollar, we're going to play golf. Can you teach me how to play?
Yeah, we should. I started to play again more consistently just now
Cool.
because there is this friend that works in a club. So he can get me into one play. So that's nice.
Cool. Oh, that's great. So you have a context, guys. Anthony was, basically a scholarship in the university because he's a good, like a professional golf player. Right. Yes. He left, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good. And also from Colombia, now living in the US. No, from Colombia, Italian Colombian. Hey, hope you're enjoying the video. If you're a 3D freelancer stuck below 1K project and you want to start closing 5K, 10K projects in a monthly basis, this is for you. Check the description below and apply to our free school community when you can find all the resources to start acquiring high-paying clients. Okay, see you there.